Hey everyone, Jarrad VK3BL Bravo Lima here, and today I wanted to talk about what's probably the best Christmas present you can give someone with an IC-7610. Now, I know a lot of the old men out there. And I mean that in the polite sense. They've their wives have approved the purchase. XYL has said yes, but you've got to open it on Christmas Day. So, for those people, it's probably not such a big deal, but if you have an XYL who let you open your the IC-7610 box early, and now they're wondering what they can possibly get you for Christmas, I have the perfect solution. So this is the video to show your XYLs, and the solution is the Icom RC-28 Rotary Encoder. I'm just trying to show it off here. I'll bring it a little bit closer to the camera. We'll just disconnect that, and oh, wrong way. Now, this is a rather expensive accessory. I can't put it in any other terms. Originally, it was designed to use with the RSBA1 software for when you're remote operating a radio. And a lot of people looked at it and probably thought, well, for the money, I can deal with pressing the arrow keys or whatever on my keyboard. I don't need the VFO. And I was sort of in the same boat. I thought, you know, for the money, I can't justify it. So I never really looked at one. But when this radio came out and offered the feature of controlling the sub-band with the RC-28, I thought, you know, I have to have one. People are going to want to see this. They're going to want to hear about it, and they're going to want to know about it. So I got one. And the first thing I noticed when I took it out, even when I got the box at the store, was that it was very, very heavy. And I thought to myself, geez, I've made this heavy. And I took it out, and a few things became immediately obvious. It is exceedingly well built. It's so well built that I can understand how they got to their price tag. For one, you've got quite thick steel here, right? But you've also got the steel, and it's got radius bends at the sides. Now, from a manufacturing standpoint, bending it like that so nicely, it's not an easy thing. It's easy to build a sheet metal box. It's not easy to do a series of radius bends in different spots and then have everything line up. So there's some quality manufacturing, or some quality tooling used to make this. The other thing I noticed, and I'm just trying to show it here, is it's actually made in Japan. You know, this hasn't been sent off to, you know, to China to be made or whatever. All of this has been made in Japan. The base, the little rubber sort of base, is exceedingly high quality. The steel is beautiful quality. The buttons feel amazing. The knob, well, you know, the knob's sort of like, it's the same knob that's on the IC-7210. I kind of wish it was a little bit nicer, but that said, you know, the middle bits, the finger dent actually spins round, so you can go like this. It is a nice size. It's got a bit of weight to it, and to be honest, I really enjoy using it. So yeah, it's expensive, but it's very well made, and it's made in Japan. Now, the other thing is, with the release of the 7610 and the fact you can use it to control a sub-VFO, suddenly it's got two uses. You can use it to control your radio remotely and have that nice VFO feel, like so, and the push to transmit. Or, when you're in the shack, you can plug it into the radio and use it to control the sub-band. Now, I'll just turn dual watch on so it's a bit more obvious. And we'll go over to the second. Well, no, so when you first plug it in, all it will do is change the frequency of the sub-band. The function 1 and function 2 buttons, they don't do anything at all. The transmit button does transmit, but it will transmit on your primary band. The only way with these radios to get them to transmit on the second VFO is to go into split. A little TX will go across there, and then you'll transmit there. So that's kind of useful. This is how you'd have it set up if you were, you know, working split, probably trying to work a DXpedition. You've got your second monitor scope on. DXpedition's on, say, 7100. We'll just turn that off for a sec. They're listening on, you know, 71, you know, 5 up, 10 up, and you'd use this to quite easily change around what frequency you're transmitting on. Really good in that use. But it does have another fantastic use, and that's if you go into menu, then go settings, connectors, USB dial, which is on page 2, USB dial select. Now this is an interesting setting. You press that and you select main sub. You've got the option of sub only or main sub. Main sub is awesome. When you're in main sub mode, I'll go out of it, you can swap between, I'll put the scopes back on, you can swap between the two VFOs, or the two receivers. Now bear in mind it still won't let you transmit, but suddenly the functions will swap between the two receivers. They'll also shift focus of the scope, which is really awesome because when you use your hand, you can shift focus of the scope and you think you're going to transmit on the main receiver, but you're not actually going to do it because you still actually got the sub receiver selected. You think you're going to adjust the main receiver. So one of the things I really like is having it in the main sub mode and being able to change the entire focus between the two receivers. As I sort of said, you still can't transmit unless you press the split button, but it's nice to have that ability. The other thing is the transmit button is lovely. It latches and it sort of just stays there. So I really like it. The other thing I like about having it in this mode is, you know, in my current shack, the main dial is actually not in the greatest position. It's not that ergonomic. Now that's my fault. I will move the radio later, but it's not that ergonomic. When you have an RC-28 and you've got it set up to control your main dial, you can put it wherever you feel like. You know, if it's comfortable to tune your radio like this, no problem. So in my mind, this is the must-have accessory for the IC-7610. It represents the perfect Christmas present for an old man, and I really think you should share this video with your XYLs because you're going to love it. It's beautiful quality, it's made in Japan, it's got more than one use, and it's ergonomic. If you're sitting at your desk and, you know, for whatever reason you've got a sore arm or something and the main dial is annoying to use, you've got this and you can move it anywhere. Yes, it takes one USB port, but if you use a keyboard such as mine, which is this one here, the Logitech K400, these are really cheap as well. They've got a built-in mouse and a built-in keyboard. They come with a little dongle, and they only use one USB port. So with those two USB ports, I've got my keyboard, my mouse, and my rotary remote encoder. So there you go. I guess that's two Christmas present options. If you can't justify the RC-28 remote encoder for the old man this Christmas, maybe get him the Logitech K400. And I say this, I'm not endorsed by either of the manufacturers. I've used the radio. I just wanted to show off what I've liked and basically give people Christmas ideas. I mean, let's face it, buying stuff for a ham is not easy. They generally have everything they already want, and for the less technical people, you don't want to make the wrong choice. I mean, oh, heaven forbid if you bought the wrong radio, you know, it would be a bad outcome. But you know, this is cheap, and I can guarantee you, every IC-7610 owner will love having one. They might not be able to justify it for themselves, so they might not have bought one yet. That's what I'd be doing. I love this product. I think it's well made. Once you get it out of the box, you appreciate why it costs what it does. And yeah, I wouldn't have this radio without it. I really think it makes the radio. I love the fact that it'll change focus for me, change everything, both the band, both the scope I'm adjusting and the VFO I'm adjusting. And I just love the fact that I can place it anywhere. Can't say better things about this product. Really love it. Anyway, thanks for watching my video. Please subscribe. I love the subscribers. I love the comments on my channel. Really trying to build things up here at Rate My Radio. We've got teams working on logos, all that sort of stuff. And we've got more things in the pipeline. I was a bit sick, so I missed the weekend release cycle. I lost my voice and had a fever. But I thought I'd just put this one out quickly to give people Christmas ideas. And yeah, as I said, show your XYL. You might have a very special Christmas. Anyway, this is Jarrad VK3BL, wishing everyone Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays. Please don't make it too stressful. You know, your family is the most important thing you've got. It's more important than your shack. It's more important than strangers, and just cherish each other. You know, what can I say? I've been sick. My dad was sick as well. Thankfully, got a clean bill of health today. But yeah, cherish your family. And if you've got an old man with an IC-7610, buy them this. They will love this. You'll be in the good books for ages. The lawn will probably get mown. That spare room will probably get painted. This is the Christmas present for the IC-7610 owner. Anyway, guys, I'll talk to you probably after Christmas. Jarrad VK3BL saying 73 and have a good one.